Wait up, lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, behind you,
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain.
It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Joe Mixon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Complete.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
And the Steeler 1st down.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete. That's Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
At the 19-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
on 2nd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
For Cincinnati.
So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Logan Wilson.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On 1st and 10 is counter, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Thirty-eight-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 9.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here comes Johnson on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
A good carry and a 1st down by James Conner. And this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Roethlisberger, a man to Conner. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
On the handoff.
Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
36-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here's Dustin Colquhoun now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want to be
through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 96 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
For the point after.
Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost. and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for one. It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
36-yard line.
Ben to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McCoy. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, but it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Ready? 180.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you could run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
11 at the 24-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Again, a run with Connor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Boys the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun to give to Mixon. Evades the tackler and now some space. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of
good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keeps the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
1st down. And
so 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's a run with Mixon. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
First down.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger on target to Washington. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and 4.
But throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And it's 3rd down.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
7-7.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run here with Connor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Gain on the play. Leads to second.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
at their own
yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it? Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the they gon' throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the side, flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just like a quarterback.